Lance Stroll, a name that sparks memes, Twitter bashing, and Reddit roast sessions. But what if I told you? He's actually not as bad as people say. In this video, we're breaking down why Lance Stroll deserves more respect than he gets, with stats, context, and truth. Let's get the obvious out of the way. Yes, Lance is the son of billionaire Lawrence Stroll. And yes, that opened doors. But here's a reminder. Money F3 Championship in 2016. That's the same series where champions like Charles Leclerc and George Russell made their names. He didn't just win, he dominated. 14 podiums, 10 wins, over 180 points. Talent? It's there. You don't luck your way through that level. In his F1 rookie season with Williams in 2017, a midfield car Stroll scored a podium in Baku. That made him the second youngest driver ever on a Formula One podium, behind Max Verstappen. Then came Monza 2017, rain-soaked qualifying. Guess who put his car P4 and started on the front row due to penalties? That wasn't a fluke. It was pure driving. Massa, Sergio Perez, Sebastian Vettel, Fernando Alonso. And sure, they've often outperformed him, but not always. In 2020, he outqualified Perez 9 times. In 2023, despite wrist injuries early in the season, he still brought home consistent points finishes and wasn't afraid to battle Fernando Alonso on track. Speaking of that injury, remember pre-season 2023? Lance broke his wrists and toes in a cycling crash. People thought he'd miss races. He showed up in Bahrain, racing in pain, and still finished P6. That's toughness. That's passion. That's not something you can buy. So why do people hate on Lance so much? Simple. He's the billionaire's son in a sport full of dreamers. He doesn't smile for cameras or play the media game. He keeps to himself. But does that make him a bad driver? Not even close. If his name wasn't Stroll, I promise you the narrative would be very different. Lance Stroll is not Max Verstappen, but he's also not a joke. He's a solid midfield driver who's shown flashes of brilliance, grit, and growth. And while he might not be world champion material, he's a lot better than the memes suggest.